If you work in childcare, you will know that this is a grossly common practice in millennial parents. I have worked with neurodiverse children. I have worked with neurotypical children. I have worked with children pre-pandemic, and I have worked with children post-pandemic. There's a lot to take from my experience with kids, and I have never seen anything like the generation who is going into elementary school during the pandemic. I've never seen anything like it. These young kids have no emotion regulation. They communicate entirely with their bodies, and they cannot handle disappointment at all. Me and my coworkers got donuts one day because we're adults and we're allowed to enjoy things. And the amount of meltdowns, and not just like meltdowns like, oh, that's not fair, I don't get one. No, like freakouts, like for the entire day. They were extreme. And when that was expressed to parents, do you want to know what their solution was? Don't worry, I'll take you to Banbury Cross on the ride home. Thank you for adequately teaching your child about disappointment and how they don't always get what they want. There are other kids who their siblings will have birthdays and they get presents on their siblings' birthdays. There are other kids who, when they get prizes for cleaning up super well or participating or being awesome, they need two. One is for their sibling. And this isn't like a one-time thing. This has happened multiple times with multiple children. And there is only so much a program can do to teach your child not to communicate with their body. They have to first communicate with their words. If their baseline reaction is to react physically, that shows me that you as a parent have never communicated with your child in a healthy way. Especially with the pandemic, that's traumatic for kids. Like, if you have a neurodiverse kid who went through the pandemic, you better be 10 times the parent that you were before, because that's what your child needs. And I look at Gen Z parents, like the parents who are just barely having babies. And the language development on these children is astounding. And I can see how their parents have talked to them as if they were people. That is such a generational switch that is happening right now, is that children are being treated like people, and it is affecting them in such a positive way in social situations. Don't have a child if you're not going to treat them like anything other than passing your genes along. Don't have a child if you're not going to treat them like a person. Don't have a child.